Am I the asshole? For painting a curse word on the wall of my friend's new house? My friend and his wife just bought their first home. It is a fixer-upper and I have been helping them out with the fixing. My father was a handyman and contractor, so I have a lot of skills and experience with doing maintenance, repairs, and upgrades on a house. I also have pretty much all the tools I need to do most of the work. This last weekend I was helping paint the dining room. I had everything set up the way I wanted and I was ready to go. For some fucking reason his wife decides to let their dogs into the room I am painting. One of them steps in the roller tray and then jumps up on me. His wife laughed it off like it was not a big deal that I had paw prints on me. I also had to throw out that primer because it now had mud in it. I had told them both to let me do the work in peace. After I prepared a new tray of paint, I wrote the word fuck in huge letters on the wall. In primer. For those of you who may not know, primer is the coat of paint that you put down before the actual paint. For lack of a better word, it sticks to the wall better, and when it dries it creates a better surface for the paint to stick to. His wife saw it and freaked. She said I was drawing profanity in her house. I told her it was primer and to stay out of my way. I then finished the job and went home. My friend called me and said that I had really upset his wife with my childishness and that she would not let me back until I apologized. I asked him what I was apologizing for. He said that I wrote a curse word on his wall. I asked him to provide a picture. He said he couldn't since I had painted over it. I asked what the problem was since the word wasn't there anymore. He said that I needed to apologize. I said that him wanting me to apologize was in no way the same as me needing to apologize. He said that I could not come back until I did. No problem for me. I was helping him for free on my weeks off from work. He called me 2 days later and asked if I was coming to finish painting since I would be away at work for 3 weeks. I said I wasn't ready to apologize yet and maybe I would when I got back. I probably won't. Now she is telling everyone that I'm a shitty person for leaving a job half finished. I tell everyone who asks that I was working for free and that they told me not to come back. Now there is a big fight in our friend group between the people who think I should keep the peace and those who think she is being an entitled whiner. No one else is volunteering to help at their house and now either they have to half-ass the job or pay someone. I'm getting hell for that too. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Oh, what a scary threat. You can't come back and work for free on your days off unless you apologize. People who think I should keep the peace. If keeping the peace is so important to you, you're welcome to go paint their house or pay a professional. Not the asshole. I think this belongs in our choosing beggars. And if everyone is so pressed about it, they could go paint on their off time. Also, every time my husband paints, he draws a wiener in primer. We laugh and he covers it up. What the actual fuck? He kicked you out of his house where you were painting for free? Smiley face. Info: how much do you value the friendship? Not the asshole. They sound very entitled. Unless they have done a lot of favors for you in the past, then this is ridiculous. Not the asshole. Definitely do not give them a second more of your labor. Not the asshole. And maybe it's time to find some new friends. Remind your friend that you were helping out of the goodness of your heart for free, and that it was his wife that caused the issue. Not the asshole. You vented your reasonable frustration in a totally harmless and trivial way. Would she have been similarly upset if you'd sworn aloud? Because the effect is basically the same. Tell the guy painting our house for free not to come back unless he apologizes for using profanity. Why am I not getting my house painted for free? How ridiculous. Why are you friends with these people? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. It's not like it's permanent and you are helping them out for free. They need to chill and you need to never go back. Let them figure out how to finish the work. Your friend's wife isn't acting rational. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, mate. Personally have laughed if I saw it. It's primer for fog's sake. Not the asshole, and fuck her and his spineless ass. Anyone who thinks keeping the peace is the better option is a lost cause. They're right, you did leave it half finished. You need to go back and paint, fuck you. Not the asshole, and she has some nerve. Also, this is a hilarious punishment. Apologize or you will no longer be allowed to do free work for me. Not the asshole. Inform your friend group that when the wife apologizes for letting the dogs ruin the primer in the rolling pan and cleans the paw prints off your clothes, you'll consider helping them for free again. This is well commented on, but I'm throwing in a solid not the asshole. She seems pretty and prudish. I'm not a fucking fan of people who don't like curse words. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, I'd have been painting curse words right along with your childish ass if I was her. She needs to pull the stick out of her bum. Anyway, she's definitely the asshole here. Ungrateful asshole at that. Not the asshole. They can paint their own fucking house. Free of profanity even. Not the asshole, she needs to take the stick out of her ass. You're the asshole, you sound like an utterly obnoxious person. Somebody's dog got paint on you as you painted, so you started painting swears at her on the wall? So childish. Not the asshole. Enjoy your weekends off. There's not a single wall in my house that I didn't write a swear word or sexual innuendo on in paint. I thought that was mandatory? Nta. If your friend can't see how you're not in the wrong and can't see how his wife is being ridiculous, then he's actually not a friend. Definitely not the asshole. They can paint themselves or actually spend some money. Not the asshole. The wife sounds like a backseat driver. Talks a lot, has an opinion about everything but knows diddly squat. The people that want you to apologize to keep the peace, are always the last ones to volunteer their free time. Everyone's childish here. Op, you can help paint my house and write whatever profanities on the walls you want. Your friend's wife is unhinged and he let his wife take his balls away. Not the asshole. Did they pay you anything? 'Cause if not, they definitely should have. You painted their place, I think they should be the one apologizing. If they're really that childish, I'd say just apologize and move on so they drop it. The first thing I learned as an adult is, don't criticize free help unless they endanger you or others. Oh, you don't do it my way? Well, guess what? I don't have to do it my way either. Not the asshole. Let this play out between them. Not the asshole. You can be my friend and I won't ask you to paint or fix anything. I would have laughed it off. When the dog apologizes, then you can apologize. Not the asshole. Nta, every friend I have helped paint has a dick on their walls somewhere. It was painted on, pointed at, giggled about, then painted over. 0 have complained. She bit the handyman that feeds. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. I don't really get why she was so offended in the first place. If they don't want you to come back, to do free labor on their home, then don't. I would leave it at that. These friends are taking advantage of you, and I bet it's a pattern. Definitely not the asshole. His wife laughed it off like it was not a big deal that I had paw prints on me. On your painting clothes, right? Presumably you weren't painting in your Sunday best. Not the asshole. I wouldn't help someone like that. Not the asshole. I couldn't be bothered associating with people who would get upset over a curse word. Oh no, if you don't apologize you can't go work for free. They seem entitled and ungrateful. Definitely not the asshole. Not the asshole. The rest of the friend group can finish the job.